And Laura, you additionally, you have decided to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been working on this. Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, but tell us about the book and where things are at this point. And
well, I was
hoping in maybe 2010 that you know, it will be published, and we know how much work that is. But what inspired you to do the book?
Well, I have, you know, watching my mom in this disease and my dad with brain cancer, I just really saw how difficult it is for people to interact with those that are ill. And I saw people of, you know, friends of my parents of 60 years just not sure how to interact and then would pull back. I have two brothers who I love to death who have an extremely difficult time to go see my mother because they don't know what to say. It's not the woman they remember. I have an attitude, I've just been blessed with looking at this differently. This disease has literally changed my life and how I look at the world, how I interact with people, and I view Alzheimer's as a gift to me because it's made me slow down and appreciate the little things. It's also made me realize we shouldn't be afraid to laugh around illness. And for some reason, society just doesn't feel that that's right, that it's disrespectful. And people who are ill, if it's Alzheimer's disease or cancer, you know, they want things to be normal. They want to have a good time. And for individuals, we remember either the really sad or bad things or the really joyful things. And I choose to try to capture as many joyful things as I can and share them. And so when we have goofy things happen, I'm not laughing at my mom, I'm laughing at us because she's taught me how to play again and to not take life so seriously. It's not about being right or wrong, it's about connecting, it's about looking at things deeper. My mom, for example, now she used to have beautiful teeth and she was always so proud of her teeth. My mom's teeth now, I tell people, look like a rusted chainsaw with fried rice hanging off them sometimes. And people will look at her and think she's not well cared for. She's extremely well cared for. She's at Maplewood Care Center, right off of 36 in White Bear. They do a fantastic job, but they're not going to lose an arm to get her teeth brushed, and they're not going to wreck her day because sometimes they'll just hold on to that. And so her teeth might not look pretty, but I look at her smile, and you know, we project on what we anticipate a smile should look like. And I look at her dimples, and I look at her laugh lines, and I look at the glisten in her eyes, and I just look at a person so much deeper than what I used to. So it's been fantastic.
There's one provision in your that I believe is going to be in the book, and you had it on your website, and I was wondering if you might share that with us.
Sure. It's called the sand trap. I have to put my glasses on. You know, I'm 50 now, so.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Okay, the sand trap. I grabbed my 5-iron from my golf bag, turned and walked towards my ball. The smell of fresh cut grass filled my nostrils. The stark contrast of the deep, rich green grass nestled up against the bleach white sand looked beautiful, yet nothing compared to what I saw next. My mother, a large woman in her 60s with short salt and pepper curly hair, lay on her belly in the sand trap. Her big arms stretched overhead. Her fingers towered to the knuckles with diamond rings, one on top of the other, ending in a tip of perfectly applied red polish. Her cupped hands trapped the sand as she pulled her arms down and around in perfect breaststroke form. I watched in amazement. The sand swooshed loudly in my ears. I could hear each grain of sand scraping against one another as she swam. Her head turned sideways as she took a breath of air and then rotated her head back again into the sand, slightly raised to adjust for the texture. The confidence and calmness on my mother's face shined like a beacon of light on a pitch-black summer evening. She swam in the warm sand to safety. My mind flashed back about 20 years, remembering my mother had always been a great swimmer, and I saw her old lifeguard was still strong and intact. My God, how are we going to get her out of there? She really thinks she's in the water, I thought to myself. Sadness hit me for a brief moment, and then the humor of the situation touched my heart like no other time in my life. I smiled and I laughed as I watched her in amazement. My mother's childlike state was rescuing her. She felt safe and in control in this imagined place in the water. The faith, belief, and power she appeared to hold in this moment was incredible. "Mom, can I help you up?" I asked as I continued to watch. She abruptly stopped swimming. Her face looked confused as I brought her back to reality. We were golfing. She had fallen in a sand trap. "Are you okay? Let me help you up," I said in a soft voice, accompanied with a warm, friendly smile. She seemed to connect with both immediately and smiled back at me. "Okay, Lori, that would be good." Then she burst into laughter, not just a giggle, but a solid, hard belly laugh. Her eyes were joyful, yet glistened with tears, and as my mother lay on her stomach in the bleached grains of sand, she seemed to realize for just a second how comical life can be.
Lori LeBay, thank you so much for sharing that about Dorothy. Thank you for your work. We encourage our viewers to visit the website to contact you for more information. You are an inspiration to so many others to take this so seriously, and I admire your professionalism and how you make this a part of your own career as well. So thanks again, and if anyone would like to get a hold of you, they can go to the website, and that phone number once more
is 651-748-4714.
Thank you, Lori LeBay.
Thank you very much, Chuck.
Viewers, if you have any questions, comments, please contact Lori, or if you want, call me as well on other issues at the Capitol, Chuck Wiger, 296-6820, or at home, 770-0283. For your Capitol What's Up, I'm Chuck Wiger. Thank you very much for watching.